When I was young, I actually went ahead to watch Bungo Stray Dogs because I had nothing better to do in my life, and I thought it was pretty good, so I actually went to get the manga. And after reading the manga, I just realized how just detailed the art style is. It has really clean line work, so that's why today I want to go in depth and how did they do their stuff. Let's say line work, coloring. So let's get into it. Okay, first things first, I want you to compare these two pictures. Which one is from the earlier stages of Bungo Stray Dogs? It's the left one. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Some of their artworks are pretty, I would say, in the early stages of like their career. You can definitely tell that they're still trying to find their art style, but it's still getting there, and it's an evolution of their final, or should I say, their most current art style. While it's still pretty rough, it has a charm around it. It's pretty cute, in a way, I would say. Well, I can't really give much of an analysis because I'm myself is really bad at analyzing stuff. But I can definitely tell that the modern art style it became 10 times better in all aspects of everything. The line art gotten better. I would say the coloring gotten better, and even more the composition. So what am I trying to say here? Well, in a way, I'm just saying that they have a progression of sorts. They were able to go from a good art style to a way better art style. And seeing how it's a monthly manga, if I'm correct, it kind of makes sense that they have the time to actually refine it and make it look polished. Now that's out of the way. Let's move on to the next segment.
Decay.
Yo, bro, kid you not? Sango Harukawa knows how to do clean line work throughout their whole life. I swear to God. Th- Even their own artworks have like the cleanest line works of the time. It just makes me cry, man. I can't make light art like that, you know. That's why I always look up to them. You can always tell that it is refinement to the art style. It's just it has a lot nice line weight to every single part of the art, and the the dude the detail. Dude, look at his hair, bro. I am telling you, Sango Harukawa is the goat for for, for doing line art like this. It's throughout the whole entire series. It is just perfect. So you're probably wondering, how can I do line art like this, Tuletu? I don't fucking know. The only way I think you can achieve this is if you have the the line strokes of a god and the strength control of a god. It's insane how you can make line art like this, but that doesn't mean I'm not willing to try. So I'm gonna try later, but I'm gonna go into the next segment, which is coloring. Alright, coloring. Sango, the coloring for the first few volumes were okay. I'll say they're like, I guess, high quality standard, but it could be better. That's the main part. Because the palette choices were a bit weird for the first volume and the second volume. However, that it slowly became way better as the volume comes as it goes, and as you reach around like maybe around volume 11, I think the coloring became a little bit more, I would say, more professional in a way. It has tons of things going on. It's almost like a eye candy. There are also other coloring styles that Sango did. There were like a pastel one, and there were like just monochromatic, which is like using like a limited amount of colors. I forgot what it is, but yeah, it shows that Sango Harukawa is really versatile in their coloring styles, and it can basically adapt to any kind of style. It's really good and interesting once you take a look at their portfolio. I remember seeing some artworks on Zero Chan, and dude, I can't believe they actually did like Persona fan art. That that is not in my scope, but you can tell. You you might it might be someone else, but you can tell it's actually Sango style just by the way they, they draw. Okay, I'm getting off topic, but yeah, the main point is that the coloring has gotten better, and man, I like the color choices that they use for like their recent artworks. It's just stunning. So I'm going to try to apply that into my art. I do not know if I could because I'm still an amateur and my artwork looks like shit, but you know what? Screw that. I'm here to try out. And now it's time to actually draw. Oh god. Okay, so here is the process of me drawing. I wanted to draw my character from Ramponia Shiori Mako on Webtoons. Go read it. In this style. I wanted her to have like a relaxed pose, more of like a thinking kind of pose. So over here, I'm just fixing up the anatomy and stuff and trying to get the art style down. For this drawing, I only did the line art because I'm not gonna do colors. I physically could not, and yeah, I have stuff to do. So yeah, this one is gonna be a quick like study. I used references from the newer chapters, the newer chapter like art, and I tried to replicate more of the eyes, the line work, the way they do the hair, and yeah, other stuff. I've already kind of integrated Sango Harukawa's like art style into mine because they were my inspiration for my art style. So it's kind of innate that some parts may kind of look like it, but yeah, I don't think it looks too much though. All right, now let's look at the final product. Bro, this looks like shit, dude. Okay, it might be a good drawing, but it does not really bring out that Sango Harukawa vibe, honestly. The most I can say is the eyes. I feel like the hair is a little bit too messy, or should I say, I don't really know where to put the lines at. And I would say maybe the face. Honestly, the face is the only thing I got correct. Anything other than that, I feel like I kinda didn't hit the mark with it. Well, that was a failure, but at least I learned a lot about Sango Harukawa, and I was able to see some sort of like evolution in their style. That is pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it. What I have for now. So yeah, see you guys.